Welcome. Why do we keep arguing about the same things, and what can we do about it? Part 2. In part 1 of this video lesson, I shared the most common reoccurring issues that come up in relationships. In part 2 of this lesson, I'm going to suggest ways to create a dialogue around these issues. Without the ability to dialogue, a couple can become stuck and completely numbed of connection and affection so that they eventually drift apart. And I certainly don't want that to happen to you. So how do you deal with recurring problems? Voice your differences without blame and judgment. Gently ask for change, but be prepared to make adjustments and compromise for the sake of the relationship. Understand their childhood. Ask your partner, is there a story behind this for you? What does this remind you of? For example, your partner's annoyance about your overspending could be linked to their parents' bankruptcy when they were growing up. Or the fact that your partner isn't as expressive emotionally could suggest that they have judgment about showing their emotions. Maybe showing emotions was seen as weak in their family's household. Be curious and try to delicately dig beneath the surface in a respectful way. Never force your partner to share more than they are comfortable sharing. See these recurring problems as a way to share your values and dreams. There is always a story behind the way we feel about a certain issue. But for that story to be understood, the listener must be a curious ally, not a criticizing or judgmental opponent. Focus on understanding who your partner is and be curious about their stance on the issue without trying to persuade them or get them to see what you see. You can share your stance later. What are their values, beliefs, and experiences? What makes them tick? What dreams do they have? Take it in turns to express your thoughts and feelings on a particular point of tension. And when you're the listener, be sure to ask questions about your partner's values, dreams, and childhood history. If you're the speaker, describe the dream or desire that lies beneath the issue. What do you really want, and why is it important to you? Does your childhood history play a part in how you feel about this? Try to be as open and honest as you can. If you're the listener, make sure your partner feels safe. Reassure them that you are there to listen and know more about why this is important to them. Ask questions one at a time without interrupting, and really listen to the answer. Don't judge and don't try to solve the problem. Tell your partner how you can support them with this dream or desire. Honor each other's dreams and desires and discuss how you can support one another. Discuss your areas of flexibility and where you have common ground. Honoring your partner's dreams doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your own. It means that you are doing an amazing job of trying to make peace and accept the differences between you so you can find a compromise that feels good for both of you. These problems will likely resurface again, but by committing to dialoguing about them every time they come up, you will keep getting better at finding solutions that work for you both. Treat your recurring problems as opportunities to get to know your partner better, and as a way of expanding your capacity to be a more loving partner. You cannot influence your partner's position on a matter if you yourself do not accept influence. Celebrate your differences. Every relationship will have a different set of problems, which will usually intensify once a baby arrives. There is no such thing as a problem-free relationship, but you can decide how to deal with these problems as opponents or as a team. So, to recap, Be curious about your partner's childhood. See reoccurring problems as a way to share your values and dreams. Honoring your partner's dreams doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your own. Celebrate your differences.